this way really from the beginning. They got destroyed by 100 Thieves, and then since then they've had to do it the hard way, and now they're facing probably their hardest challenge since 100 Thieves.
They do have momentum though going into this. They've taken out 2 teams already, and Leviathan's performance against G2 was, like, let's just say it was abysmal. They got picked apart every now and again. Now, keep in mind, this is a way easier of a matchup in terms of the macro gameplay. Like, King isn't going to have to really work as hard running circles around him with Valen. You know, he's going to go up against Nauser, but still, it's still going to be a tough ask because of the fact that one team has full momentum riding on them, and the other,
less so. Less so. And I think the other thing we have to highlight, we have to mention, the Des talked about it as well, that's the heavyweight fight that everyone's talking about. That's a heavyweight fight. Everyone has wanted to see Aspas against Demon One. I think they're both, I mean, they're household names, right? Like, their resumes speak for themselves. They've had the privilege of dancing up against one another 5 times throughout their careers. Aspas besting him at least by 1, or only by 1, excuse me, 3-2. But the last one, or the biggest one, right? That lower final at Champs in 2023. Demon One and the rest of EG go on to win Champs that year. They're managing to hoist a trophy, but this has been a highly contested bout between these two.
Yeah, but it's such a different forum in today's day. I mean, the Death said it very well. Aspas, he's always consistent. He always performs. I don't think I've ever seen this guy negative in the past, I don't know, what, 4 years that he's played this game. Yeah. So Demon One, it's been shaky, it's been rough, but on this map specifically, he is on that raise, which when we were looking at the stats, it's his only positive character this year.
Yeah, he has been, you know, really a shell of the Demon One that everybody grew to love and know. Again, the same Demon One that made that Champs run back in 2023. But for I think this is such a fun story because for Aspas, it's again continuing the consistency. Right? It's about continuing to deliver. And for Demon One, excuse me, it's how do you return back to that form? Speaking of how you get back into that form and how you deal with everything that's gone on. Earlier, we spoke with King about the perks of having a multicultural roster. Take a listen, see what he had to say.
Nice. What do we have here? Nothing?
I like joke around like Nathan because there's some, like, French is like really hard to pronounce. I just like start like joking around him. Like I say like, okay, how do you say like croissant? Because that's how I would pronounce it, you know, like croissant. And he's like, oh, croissant. I'm like, yeah, bro, like croissant. Like I have no clue how to pronounce it, you know. So we just go like back and forth and just saying like funny things, and I teach him like how to say like thank you, hello, some words that I might not be able to,
my god, my back is so hard.
I mean,
damn.
Like exchanging like words between each other. It's
okay, boys, everything is
like,
perfect here.
I think
it's
we're
going
done
to start in 11 minutes.
The team, literally.
Oh, we're qualify here.
You know, it is fun to get
Ooh,
situations like this and teams like this where you're pulling players from
oh
a
my
bunch of different
god,
regions,
bro.
And, you know, with the same goal in mind, right? Yeah. It's the same goal that a couple of players on both of these teams have had the privilege of flirting with, or at least accomplishing. And again, it is the hardware.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's a slight audio issue, and I'm hoping, being told that we should get very quickly. Again, Dre, we talked about the bigger story, right? We talked about stakes.
Bro,
and
who over been here?
Chance for a run at Bangkok.
Bro, I do really feel so bad
fight,
we're
right,
lost here.
You
know like what I mean to say, bro?
Here, and I want to ask your opinions on Lotus because
holy fuck, bro, this is
for Leviathan,
why is this happening?
They had the opportunity to go to Haven, a map that's very strong for them. Instead, they opt to go for Lotus, a map that they have not shown this year. What are your thoughts on that approach?
That's the advantage. They haven't shown it at all this year, and they've been strong on it historically. Now, MIBR, they've shown a lot, 2 different compositions already, and they haven't.
And both bad.
Yeah, exactly, and they haven't really been able to get anything going on it. So they have the tactical advantage here, you would think. But then again, with how far
it is gonna get starting off for something.
What you're gonna get out of this map?
Oh my god, let's go, bro. Let's go. I'm not like,
did you see
I'm not slipping.
Sit back up, no longer reclined, and that's a good sign because it means we are just about to start the map. Again, a best of 3 win elimination on the line.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Everything is perfect.
To you guys, Aspas is going to have to recline one more time because we do still have another audio issue at hand. I think The other interesting thing as we think about Lotus is, yes, Leviathan haven't shown it, but I think you're hitting the nail on the head here. It feels to me like Leviathan are intentionally going to what feels like a weakness for MIBR instead of a strength of theirs.
Exactly, and Fraud is going to play into that. I mean, he already played mind games yesterday with Prodder. He's going to do it today with Itopata. And here's the thing, though. If Leviathan get frustrated like they did against G2, and we see another interview where the head coach is basically saying, hey, like, I don't know what they're doing. This isn't them. They're not even going by the game plan. That's going to be so bad for Leviathan because MIBR took full advantage of that same scenario against EG yesterday when they just completely flustered them and shut them out in that second map.
Yeah, I think that was probably the biggest pitfall, if you will, for Evil Geniuses yesterday, and I wouldn't expect to see that happen for Leviathan, but I mean, it's certainly something that was a key to the success for MIBR yesterday and is something worth discussing here. I think for MIBR, as we think about, again, the gauntlet that they've had to go through, lower bracket from the very beginning, if they were to advance here, if they were to somehow get past Leviathan, this would be a top 4 showing for them, and the best performance MIBR has had in a bracket run since the beginning of the partnership era. This is a mark, potentially, for, I mean, an entire redefining of MIBR and what they stand for.
And it's all built around Aspas.
He is going to be on the raise. Again, Demon 1 joining him.
Yeah, it's a trap setup here from Leviathan as well. It's going to be a full-on clash here.
A lot of presence on either side. So Paranoia has already gone out. Demon 1 already dealing a fair amount of damage. Aspas down to 20 HP. Artsy not much better off. But he's trying to creep around. MIBR getting a couple of opening kills. The attack standing strong. Or at least attempting to. As Lev, a little battered and a little scattered, have to reset.
Yeah. MIBR weathered that storm very well, dodging a lot of that utility.
These two are so low.
In this first map of Lotus.
Everyone is very low. Winnable,
afterwards.
Winnable, believe me.
Yeah, not forcing it, not really leaning into the number situation you may have on A.
Yeah, Calm was hunting. He was trying to get another kill right there, trying to get a get back. But MIBR, they played that so well. This Molly could do a lot of damage here. It could take some members of MIBR out, but it's popped a little bit too early.
Remember how weak some of these are. It's going to delay for a little bit. The rotation starting to come over on the side of the defense. Calm, the last one to arrive at the scene, is Tex, and Calm both opened up. He's left by himself, though. Has to take a step back, 1v3. Remember how insane he was in their first series.
Spike planted.
He's got a lot to do here.
Not possible, not possible.
42 HP.
Not possible for winning this.
In a 1v3 and a little bit of time to play around it. A hand betraying Nazwur, but patient on the swing, spotting.
As I say, bro.
And not finding any. MIBR get the pistol.
Impossible to
and
win
discipline
that
was the name of the game on this round for MIBR. They avoided all that utility that Leviathan threw at A, got the trades in their favor, and didn't overextend when Calm was trying to even the numbers. That just gave them the full advantage. And yeah, Tex, he delayed for a long time, and the flood came through. But even right here, the triple swing to just secure the round, the first pistol, it goes the way of MIBR, and they're starting off hot here in this elimination match.
Are you really picking up right where they left off yesterday? They had a ton, I mean, they had success really in every facet of the game yesterday, but that was something they were able to do well. A little pacey here out from Lev towards A. Team 1's gone exploring. Just has a classic.
Yeah, very timid, but the pressure was there. It's a fast speed up towards C. So just very basic protocols right now from MIBR. The consistent push and pull that happens. And Leviathan, they're left to their devices, seeing if they can do any damage here.
Spike planted.
Maybe snag a round away. And it was kind of a half-hearted buy here for MIBR. 2 ghosts still in play. Aspas the only one with some heavy weaponry.
The makings of the old
and he swaps. Yeah. Look at this. This is so smart. Aspas, he's going to try to get as many kills as he can. They're trying to get that showstopper, but he's worse for wear.
They know where he is, and now all position has been given away. If Leviathan were intending to die to the spike, that task has just gotten notably more difficult.
Yeah, this is a solid approach on the anti-eco, or on the eco round for Leviathan. If Aspas gets going right there, you saw what the game plan was, what the idea was. It was to try to get as many orbs as possible, but with everybody falling to the spike right there, you do not feed that. That showstopper will not get brought into the bonus round or a potential first gun round. So already the strategic mind games being played between both teams. And that's something I want to keep attention to, Doug, in this match, is the head-to-head of Noswer and King. Also this one right here, Ospas Demon 1.
That was what we were talking about earlier, yeah.
That's the stat you were talking about. So these are the two head-to-heads, though, that I want to focus on the most.
Where are you?
Got a bit of a standard default from MIBR towards A, but this time a bit of a different flavor from LEV. Looking to take some of that space towards C. That's a deep turret, too.
Yeah, it's going to give a lot of info. I don't think MIBR even cares, though. They're kind of brute forcing their way towards this A. Looks like there will be a pivot towards that B site after the manipulation of rotations.
Or at least the attempt at that, for sure.
Yeah, I think they want to give a little bit extra to keep that third member of Leviathan here, because already you look at the mini-map, Natank, he's already making his way to be a close rotate here.
King is the one in danger. If they decide to split towards B, they've got the alarm bot to help main, but King...
Oh my god!
Not really able to fight back, no help around. And now Numbers the way of the attack, the spike planted too. Do they scale? Not tanking Tex. Shoulder to shoulder. And they're so paranoid about what else could be happening on the map. Look at how far Calm is, back still towards A.
Okay.
Not really accelerating, that's one kill found. Numbers now even.
It's a good opener, but what can Demon 1 do here?
Oh, three
Does
in
have
the
a satchel.
same way,
Both
bro.
primed and at the ready.
Impossible to
Lying a little
get
bit more time
that.
with paranoia.
Oh my god, if these
Step
guys
back.
make a lot of time like this, bro.
This is taking a very
Impossible,
long time,
impossible,
maybe
impossible.
too
Yo,
long.
they made it, they made it.
That's the
they made
bonus
it.
going the way of MIBR.
Okay.
If you're MIBR here, again, this is a map that you've struggled on this year. This is an excellent start.
And this start
Oh
is
my
all
God.
thankful to some really great calling from Noswer so far. Being able to manipulate those rotations towards the A site. Also, just the call of the investment on that anti-eco round that they had.
One enemy
Remember, we
remaining.
saw a Stinger, we saw 2 Ghosts, but into this bonus round, it was a full buy from MIBR.
That's the benefit of that, of the way that they invest like that,
Don't
right?
know.
You put a little bit in, then you carry 2 ghosts, and depending on how the round goes, you still have plenty of options.
So they do win the bonus, and their economy, it's starting to build up. You have Nowser sitting on 6K.
Natank has a Bucky, no armor. What are you gonna do there? Takes an aggressive line towards B. But MIBR, they've just been so focused, so insistent on
Who
A.
will win here, bro?
And
I will
even
be happy,
when
bro.
there was a
Like,
stack here
there
from
is no
Leviathan,
doubt.
they
I just
avoided
want to
it.
say something about it. You know, like what I mean
Oh,
to
the
say,
Bucky
bro?
might find some value.
Yeah, unless Demon 1 peaks a little too soon here. Cortesia.
Oh, but then you still wouldn't be expecting him there, surely.
No, yeah, 1 for 1 would be ideal for Leviathan.
Yep.
But I mean, Cortez is playing this so smart. He doesn't really need to go. He's waiting for his team to make some moves. Now, there's the info. He's gonna get crunched here, but a little bit too early is in the tank.
Yeah, he tries forcing the matter. Well done by Cortesia there.
And look at the walk into A as well on the minimap. Cortesia doesn't
Oh
even
my
He's gonna go
god!
down.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I don't know how he
There is no doubt. There is no doubt.
That was a full 180.
And he's had so many moments like that, even yesterday. He did the same exact thing to Derek. Tex, this is somebody that started off hot against G2. He does get an upgrade to that Vandal.
Right there.
But the round is done. That's 4 in a row now for MIBR. And right now, the game plan, it's working to perfection.
It's almost have been the done,
What a strong start.
It's almost have been the done right now. Can't do
That's
anything.
really making a statement.
You know, we can have the conversation around, again, the pick for LEV going into Lotus, right? When Haven was open, a map that they had found success on, they chose to go with what had only been played in scrims, too. And again, yes, it was a map that MIBR had struggled on, but I mean, with how this has played out so far, that's gross. With how this has played out so far, you wouldn't think that's the case.
No, not at all.
How the hell
Fraud, he
you
implemented
guys
such a
miss
great
like
game plan
that
so
shots,
far.
bro?
The leadership that Ospas has also
Impossible.
instilled in some of these rookies, giving them the confidence to do what we just witnessed from Cortesia. Like, MIBR have really shown that they're a force to be reckoned with in this tournament.
Cortesia, the only one towards A right now.
Yeah, and that's such a great stun to get that C default out, but it's a trap play set up here from Leviathan.
The paranoia could be really good, but where's the follow-up swing? Covered by the smokes, they have to take a step back.
Another full dodge of utility for MIBR, and on top of that, they used a smoke. So even if there was a trap, I mean, if you're Lev, you have to just spam.
Artsine just picked up his ult. I think that was what they were looking for, and if that was the case, then mission accomplished.
Yeah, and it's the way that they went about getting that as well. They avoided all disaster. The danger is gone, and that's utility burn now from the side of Leviathan that isn't going to be there for the retake.
I mean, it wasn't nothing invested on the side of MIBR either. They dropped a paranoia of their own, and
yeah, but they gain a breach ult.
Sure.
And now everything is going to ride on these two
Waiting for
anchors
the
of
A,
this A
bro.
site.
That's been so hard.
He's got to be very careful if he goes down here.
He's stunned. And there's the Rolling Thunder, paving the way, forging a path for MIBR to move. With no real resistance on the site, Leviathan decides to take a step back.
No, that was a criminal shot.
Calm finding the first success.
They didn't have an initiator to go stun up something, maybe.
Needing to come through.
There.
Eyes on Demon 1 here.
Deactivated.
Again, the Raze has been his best agent this year.
Oh! The robber!
King being able to overwhelm, numbers the way of the defense. Noswer and Shenum trying to do it on their own. It's now left onto the rookie, a 1v3. Members of Leviathan both weak. Yes. Spam just narrowly whizzing by his ear, but Tex is able to hold it, gets it down to 1. Time is short, he's gonna try to reposition, but not able to get away in time. And it was
that round was so close.
Yeah, signs of life.
That round was so close.
Right here, Calm. He was a big part of, success early on for Leviathan in their first match. And for him to get heated up and warmed up like this, it could be exactly what Leviathan need to bring this one back to even.
I mean, that's the first step for sure.
He was in the face of so much fire. Yeah, well, not even close, yeah.
I would respectfully disagree with you there, but I mean, that's just me.
What an insane stat. Calm is 5-2 against ex-teammates. Hoping to further that here against Ospas.
Still a couple of ults on the side of the attack. I namely look towards Noswer's ult. If they try to hit onto Calm one more time, I mean, he's one pip away from his ult, but he's alone.
Yeah, and I feel like this time, if he does fall back to that pit area on A, he's gonna get punished. So another good call.
Calm is living for
understanding where
retake.
The weak side is most of the time.
Yeah, early signs let Calm find safe passage out from the site. And again, it's gonna be a 5v5 retake on A.
Yeah, and how are you gonna deal with Ospas here in this aggressive position? You know he's there.
You have to try to flush him out.
Oh
What in the world?
God. Oh my God.
Again. Cortesia is insane.
Yeah.
Still a 4v4 though. As things begin to calm down.
And if you're Lev, you have to walk in main right here. You know that there's a trap play in heaven. That's the cue.
Brief tension starting to build. Aspas surrounded, not able to resist, not able to contribute.
One enemy remains.
And again, the retake seems to be
step
fruitful for Leviathan.
Yes,
There's
sir.
really
Yes,
nothing
sir.
that MIBR
Yes.
can do.
No,
And
this
again,
is what the
Calm
retake we call,
surviving,
bro.
not
No,
playing
this
in the
is
same
why
spot
we
as
do
he did the
K
previous round,
retake.
But it was the Viper smoke that blocks
We do
all
have a
three
4,
that
maybe
was the
or
impact
3
there.
ults.
Ospas thinks he has somebody covering him, but he doesn't.
not wrong.
Everyone's able to walk in stairs right here once that Viper smoke goes up, and everybody gets to look and isolate Ospas in that fight. Once that drops, you just have the numbers game. And that retake, it looks so damn good. Back-to-back rounds for Leviathan. And now, look at all the ultimates on the side of Lev. They can further this streak of momentum that's happening.
The
We're ready
tides
for
have
the
turned.
B3.
There's still a little bit of fighting here for MIBR though. Aspas again, one away from his
A
rocket.
3-4 formation. That's crazy.
Calm playing a ratty angle in the pit. What is that?
Yeah, he's all alone here, though. Don't think it'll matter too much. MIBR, they're all geared up towards B, but a lot of these ultimates from the side of Leviathan are perfect for what is a B hit.
He's got the ult, primed
He
in at
hit
the
with
ready.
the third.
Off of the stun, they satchel out, they dog too. What's the cue for them to go? There it is, the lockdown drop, the nightfall as well.
I mean, there's nowhere to really play this spike from. You kind of have to force the issue.
Or you have to give up the space, try to live to find another day! away. And of course it's Aspas. Who else?
Yeah, but so many players detained. There's a chance for LEV to bring this back.
If they can find him, but they've got to go hunting and they have to go fast.
Oh!
Again delivering. Now they've got the neural fence. They're going to have to navigate around. And MIBR have found safe passage out. They're going to reposition back towards A, and King's ahead of it.
Yeah, he guessed correctly here.
The question is, does he try to play this aggressively? Yes, it seems like he will. Not waiting for his teammate.
This is so smart.
All on his shoulders. That's a
Oh! He
but
was so
double-faced
close.
again. Calm left alone. A 1v2.
He was so
Shenum
close.
deciding to commit to the spike plant as Calm goes hunting.
Oh my god, believe me if he made.
Creeping
Oh,
around
the
corner.
timing!
He's not looking the other
Timing!
way.
Oh, and if you're calm, this is so tough. This is so hard to predict.
Passing right by each other here is again this little game of ring around the rosy continues. Calm, no real idea of where they might be.
Oh,
Has a
no, no,
spin,
no, 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 no,
He
no.
doesn't really have info. He doesn't really have time.
This is so difficult if you're calm.
And he's guessed the wrong way. This just went from hard to harder. The 50-50 not going his way. Now position given up.
50 HP.
Cam cleared. And now the paranoia. That should clean
Well
things
tried,
up. A 3K
man.
from the
Well
Sentinels.
tried.
MIBR gets a 5.
That was a
It's
good game.
Cortezio with these
That's a
nasty
really
flicks
good
that he keeps
criminal
getting.
game.
The trades are so quick.
We
The
missed it
tap
too
of the spike
early.
onto B, baiting out 2 ultimates.
We had a lot
though.
of time
The
to get it
Killjoy ult,
rated for though.
the fatal. And now you're left but wondering, was there a little bit of miscommunication on the squad of Leviathan here to invest both of those ults with the spike not even being down?
One enemy remaining.
Also making the mistake of trying to front Aspas in that moment. He takes out 2 players in heaven alone when he was just going to get detained for free. And there you see the frustrations already settling in with the coach. A huge mistake made by Leviathan.
Oh, they're fully sending here. Shenum has TP back C. But they're winning the fight on every single front. And of course, who else? Cortezia again.
An obliteration. And remember, he started off so rough for this MIBR squad. His second match against Cloud9, he goes even. Yesterday, that's when we really saw some signs of life from this rookie. And today, he's just on a different level, it appears. So warmed up, so ready to play. He's hit some phenomenal shots already.
It feels like MIBR really have picked up right where they left
What
off.
is my prediction?
And you know, that's something we see sometimes across
Anything
sports,
can
across
happen,
traditional
bro.
sports, whatever.
Anything
Teams that are
can
having to go on
happen.
this lower
There is no
bracket run,
prediction in my,
have that momentum.
like,
They
thing.
have the, you know, you don't really have a
It's
break,
been
you
so
don't get
hard
iced
to
or
be
anything
against
like that. It's
someone.
just you're just going
So,
day
you
after
know, like
day.
what
and
I mean to
that
say?
can be where these magical runs come from.
It's been so hard to
I
say
know it's
something.
early days, but MIBR are putting together a very impressive first half on Lotus.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of questions. Is this a one-time bounce back, or are MIBR truly revitalized? And right now, it's looking like they really are the real deal, Doug. A lot of these shots that are hit, and even just the way that the trades are going their way, nobody falling this time around. Complete chemistry, complete teamwork in effect. And calmness as well. Very poised for a team full of rookies.
I mean, that's what they were talking about on the desk. Remember, they were asking about Cortezia, what is it that makes him so special? And they said he's calm. And you just saw that play out right there. I think he stepped up in a pretty tremendous way. Currently sitting at 11-5.
It's absurd. This is really a breakout performance for him. And he's only been getting better and better as the matches go on.
Yeah.
And that's what's so dangerous about this MIBR team. It really does make
I
you
think
think,
maybe there is something
I mean,
cooking
given
in their
a little bit
mind.
even more time, they
There
might
is something cooking in
be
their
the dark
mind.
horse of this lower bracket.
See the head coach for MIBR trying to command the troops. A 4-round lead for them. I think another thing that we kind of have to call out here, and this goes back to yesterday, in map 2 against EG, MIBR went 7-0 in gun rounds. 7-0.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Leviathan found a little bit of success here, but it's worth repeating. MIBR do not feel like they've missed a step.
And Leviathan, they need to get something going for themselves. Maybe after that timeout, you find a way to get some value out of this Odin that's in Calm's hands. Maybe getting a tank online. Tex, we've already seen the damage he could do with that Sheriff on the eco rounds. The eco rounds was one of the only things that Leviathan looked really good at against that squad of G2 in the previous match.
MIBR looked like they were waiting for a little bit of aggression on the other side of the timeout.
Yeah, they've been doing a real good job of identifying where the trap plays are from LEV and maneuvering around them in such a good manner.
Rotated. Rotated.
Bombardment of utility on the C site. It does get avoided by Tex, and here's that Odin.
Hotspot satcheling across. The rest of the team trying to follow. Shenum's the only one who's joined. Demon 1 already down. The Odin needs to find a little bit more success. Yeah, 1 is great, but
Oh, Tex with that one.
the defense seems to be holding for now. They seem to be doing a really good job. Calm has to stay concealed. That's another one found. Not able to transfer.
Okay.
Hotspot's left in a 1v2. Both weapons upgraded. But Natank is so weak. And this freeze out from Hotspot. He has to try to isolate, get a pick.
Oh, probably
it
is
down to
going for a
1-1.
rush. He had a lot of time to be
30
getting
seconds
that.
left.
But Natank playing this beautifully, not giving him any opportunity.
Oh,
I'm
nice
wondering
call
if
from
that
King.
yelling from this man right here, King.
What a nice
That's playing
AGL.
a factor into this.
What a
Understand
nice
how Hotspot
AGL
likes to
here.
play these 1v2 scenarios.
What a nice AGL.
Had the enjoyment of watching him do that stuff for an entire
10
year.
seconds left.
Making such a deep run at champs with it.
I don't know how we even saw him.
Fickle dance right there, but the paranoia.
One enemy.
It gets the job done to take
What?
the fucking hideaway like he will. And Aspas doesn't get the clutch. Leviathan, they bring that round back. Something that was so good for them against G2 was the eco round.
Okay, no, that was
This
very
one,
quite.
It wasn't a complete eco. They had an Odin, a
The
Vandal,
sound,
Sheriff
the
from Tex,
sound,
like I
the
mentioned.
sound, the sound.
And that was enough to get the job done. But can you do it in an actual rifle round?
Oh,
Crispy
Tex.
out from Tex.
Yeah. He's so damn good with that Sheriff. So mechanically skilled. Yeah.
Whatever works,
Exactly,
I guess.
exactly.
Yeah, sure.
It's,
Yeah, that's
it's
work.
stressful
That's
to be a
work.
Leviathan
That's
coach
work.
this early on in the year.
That's work.
Fast towards A from Lev.
The push and pull once more.
Oh, push it
MIBR
up
willing to
again
take
with
that
the
C-mount space.
B. 2.
But Tex and Calm, they're the ones that got a
C.
lot of the entries. They're late for the rotations last time around.
Lots of utility here. Got a couple of nanos, a turret, the orb. I mean, trying to tank that orb and then get popped by the molly is, I mean, you're just dead.
Yeah, at MIBR, they don't want to fiddle with that. Opting to leave, trying to re-clear some of that space at A.
Well, the thing is, Leviathan have had A control since the beginning of the round.
But MIBR are aware of that. So you're about to see a set retake on this A space.
Oh, okay.
They try to go off of the stun and the satchels from Aspas.
And how can Natank help Demon 1 here in this moment?
I don't know that he can.
There is a showstopper, though, from Demon 1.
And it's popped.
No.
What?
No. But it's going to buy time and it's going to buy space.
And Calm, he's repositioned on this close left angle. This could go unchecked.
It's going back to that utility that we were talking about before.
Yeah, they hear the footsteps.
They don't really have anything to clear this out either. The nades are gone, the satchels are gone.
Oh, great break of the molly, though, from Cortesia. What a heads-up play.
That's only one, though. More to be found. The paranoia is going to connect onto Calm.
But they don't jump the gun.
Both there, all three as they try to funnel out. And it's a blender. They can't find any way through. The push
Well
and pull.
tried, boys.
All
Well
going the way
tried,
of
boys.
Lev.
Come on, guys. 6-6.
And that was so weird from MIBR.
Fair enough.
Paranoia came through.
6-6.
It connects straight on
Fair
the top,
enough.
So clearly, they have the set idea that there could be somebody there. But they
SIX.
don't run through that Viper smoke
Sex.
and take the
Fair
challenge.
enough. Fair enough. You guys can make
It's
it.
never
bro.
looked that way.
Yeah, and that angle was paranoid, like I said. But the timing of running out and actually executing on the site, it wasn't there. And now the Leviathan members are
Webble?
getting hyped. They know they're back in this.
Another timeout called. This time on the
Okay.
side of MIBR.
That's actually a very good time call.
And you're right, it does feel like momentum shift.
If they really need
Maybe
to
if they're
win,
putting
they
together a
need
couple
to some advantage points. Like
And I will
maybe
say that
something.
this is a great
They need
time
better-
for MIBR to reinforce
Whatever
their
it
game plan.
take, they need better aiming.
Don't want to overheat just because they're ahead. A lot that's been working for them has been
Mazino.
manipulating
I don't know which
rotations,
team is playing
little
Mazino
back and
right
forth.
now. Mazino
but the
played
C hits
so
have been
well
what's been letting them down.
in MIBR. If I was
So
not
maybe a
wrong,
little bit more
Mazino.
oomph of baiting the utility out at C and then ending somewhere else. Because right now, Tex and Calm are just a duo of nightmares on that C site. With that being said, MIBR will force a Vandal upon
Watch
Osmos.
party?
Let's see what he can get done here. There is a breach.
Shroud is
online
doing a
as
watch
well for
party?
RT, and it's the second one of the match.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait.
Introduce.
Fuck. Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck.
Freebie.
On to Demon One, who has had a very, very quiet half so far.
I think he was sitting at like 1 and 8.
No 1 and 9 now.
Yeah. I mean, there is a weapon there, and they do want to grab it. Osmos.
Pressure
Oh!
on Worm. That tech hit did not get hit. He's got a position to make a play here. Meanwhile, King getting 2.
Down
The forced attempt here is not really coming to fruition for MIBR.
Yeah, I'm not really quite sure what the call was there
A. Player standing.
from the side of
Oh,
Oswer. I
give me
mean,
the four.
Osmos
Crazy.
creeps ahead of that trap play, set up on A, gets that first blood, and it looked like they wanted to try to get that rifle out of that into one of their hands, but there was a breach ultimate that was invested in that round at B, but there was still so many members at A to deal with that.
Right.
And nothing to really back up Osmos when he was taking more aggressive space right there. Maybe a little bit of unfortunate timing, right? The barrel being shown through the wall.
Through the wall, yeah.
So maybe if Osmos gets by that little angle,
Enemy remaining.
maybe they could have gotten something going, but you're going to be wishing that you had that breach ultimate going into this round.
Op on the board for Demon One. We haven't seen that at all.
And look at this little tangle that's been happening in this match. I mean, MIBR looked like they were running away with it.
His
But
rich
Vietana
man.
right back.
There.
Vespers have an ult? Yes.
Calm back to A, where he was able to net some success at the beginning.
Pay close attention to the tank spot right here. Oftentimes, a lot of these close corners get unchecked this late into a half. Calm.
That's big. That's a duelist.
That's Osmos. What a great trade, though. The tank. Not wise on spamming through that Viper smoke in stairs, but re-aggression right now from Demon One and King.
They've gotten a lot of space towards B. And
But
so
all-
maybe they push their
through
way
the
through that, but
hat.
you don't really have control anywhere else on the map. The extremities are entirely uncovered.
What's working in their favor, though, is that the spike has not been planted yet.
This is big. Shenum has to find a lot of value here.
Oh, it looks like King is...
He's playing anti.
I think King is wise to this. He's swinging
They
it hard.
knew the satchel was there, and you're right. They clear the 50. Now the paranoia. They know
Great
exactly
nade.
where they are. Our team's a little bit beat, a little bit battered, and now he's dead.
Okay.
Dealt with. A
Okay.
second for Demon One. And the round seemingly going the way of Lev. No heroics from MIBR
Well played,
here.
guys. Well played. Well played. Well played. 6-4-6, fair enough.
And an even half,
Fair
just
enough.
like that.
For
the
both
snap of a
teams,
finger.
6-4-6, it's fair enough.
Vietana, it was based off of the retakes, a little bit of heroics from Calm personally, but then they brought it back together as a team with set trap plays, re-aggression, and confidence in their retake. And this man with the Odin putting in some damage.
I mean, a lot of heroics out from Calm, a lot of heroics out from Tex, and then King had some big moments too as they tried to manage the disadvantage. They were down big.
Yeah.
Claw their way back into this, get us to a 6-6 half, and I think this feels like the first time
Let's
we've
go,
seen MIBR
boys.
push
You guys are
since,
good.
What, map 1 yesterday?
Yeah.
It's an entirely different situation. We still have one more half of Lotus to play. We've got Liz, who's standing by with 2G Spike right on the stage. Liz, take it
I
away.
can't wait for Loud. I genuinely can't
Thank you
wait
so
for
much,
Loud.
Doug. I'm here with 2G's Spike here. Give it up for Spike, everyone. So you won America's Ascension as their duelist, but you are 17, so you're too young to play in the Americas League. Talk to me about what it's been like watching your team on the stage play without you for now.
Você ganhou o Ascension como o duelista pro time, mas você só tem 17, então tem que esperar pra jogar. Como é que tem sido ver de fora o seu time jogando?
Cara, é uma sensação meio esquisita, porque eu tô lá, tipo, vendo dos treinos, vendo tudo de fora, vendo os erros que eu não via antes, então tá sendo bom pra mim esse tempo. E é
Okay.
isso.
It's been
Okay,
a little
so
weird
you're gonna
because I'm
translate word
there,
for it.
you know, when they're practicing, but I'm also seeing the mistakes I couldn't see before, you know, things that don't really work. So in the end, it's like kind of good too.
looking at Americas as a whole, who are your top 2 teams to go to Bangkok?
Você olhando para todos os times que estão hoje na Américas, quais são os seus top 2?
G2 e Loud ou MIBR. Eu tô entre esses dois ainda, mas eu acho que Loud.
G2 and MIBR and Loud. I am a little, but I think Loud.
Okay, why Loud?
Por quê?
Cara, a Loud tá sendo muito sólida nesse kickoff. E eu acho que eles estão se dando muito bem com o estilo de jogo deles. Com o Calazin, com o DG também tá sendo uma boa adição pro time. O Vini como GL eu acho que tá sendo muito bom.
I think they're showing a very solid performance with Calazin, DG, and both the IGL. Vini is doing a great job.
Everyone give it for Spike one more time. But we have a 6-6 half to get back to. So casters, the game is in your hands. Please take it away.
Thank you so much, Liz. It's been a ferocious comeback from Leviathan to keep this competitive. MIBR looked like they were poised to run away, but lo and behold, we're tied at 6 at half.
I will say, this is the exact kind of fight MIBR wanted, proving they can stand toe-to-toe with Leviathan.
Okay, let's go.
I would say that's yet to be proven.
This round is so important to be get
as we go back to the match against CG, they ran away with it, right? They were able to try to stop them, but tested for the first time in a little while. Now, their metal being tested on the defensive side. You have a hot early out towards A.
Aspas with the 50
Meanwhile, the Viper
HP?
wall back there too.
Yeah, putting so much doubt and uncertainty in the minds of
okay.
MIBR. And now King, he has a real chance to shine here on this attack half. What kind of set plays are going to be done here? Bait of a trap here, Shenum.
Oh!
So fast. As soon as
That was so quick.
Big out from Demon 1 too. You start to talk about getting momentum and getting these kills online. Cortesia seems to have never slowed down. Second, almost snapping onto the third.
Even numbers.
That's so criminal.
But the attack nipping at his heels, and now a little bit of room to work, but they still have to get past this though, and Aspas has regen armor and a ghost. Really nice position from Calm too, but he cannot resist.
He can't execute.
And now the Spike in this weird no man's land situation where they don't know if the pressure's coming in from B or through the door. Demon 1 with 3 on the round.
Doubling his kills.
The raise against the fade.
The thing that I want to say, the Aspas had an armor.
Spike sunk
like
into the soil at
25%
Site C.
armor, So that's gonna be an advantage for winning this round.
Right now, Aspas, Ghost Light Armor, Tank, Ghost Light Armor. Who can hit the shots when it really matters the most?
A little bit of space has been taken from the defense already against.
Oh!
With 4, the pistol.
Okay.
He's woken.
That's so good.
Play. He was sharp. He was fast and precise. Demon 1. He's sitting at 7 kills now.
Online.
Getting so close to that showstopper. And that's how you want your star duelist to start off the pistol round on the attacking side.
Yeah, huge pistol out from him.
One enemy remaining.
And he needed that for himself. Again, the only character he's been positive on this year, and keep in mind, very limited sample size, has been Raze.
They've played 4 maps. This is the 5th, and every single one has had a different agent.
Yeah.
For him.
And that's tough to be able to turn that on and off. Look, grabbing that orb at C.
One step closer to the rocket.
Aspas can't connect on the comm, but pressure was applied. Now you don't have to deal with that Raze nade here.
This gets really messy. They've got to win some of these gunfights early on.
Oh!
For Lev.
Oh, the one-tap gun is so crazy to be play like that, bro. Genuinely, that was so hard.
In a 1v5 with the Sheriff. And 50
Guardian
HP.
gun is so crazy to be play like that, man. Feeling on it.
Not really even interested in giving them the fight.
No. He knows that Demon 1 will be trying to hunt for that orb, even if Aspas takes him down. There's a showstopper online regardless. And it looks like he's going to have to give it to him. Something that you probably didn't want to do. You wanted to avoid going up against that showstopper.
Yeah, not really forced.
Yeah.
Or not really given an option, though. You're absolutely right. Forced into it is Aspas trying to fall to something other than a member of Lev.
Yeah.
Anything but that. But unfortunately not going to be the case. Calm will get a little bit closer to his pit as well.
Yeah.
very, very clean anti-eco from Leviathan. Much like MIBR. And right now on this bonus round, a chance for LEV to kind of run away with this thing.
And to return the favor.
Yep.
Remember, it was MIBR who were able to convert on the bonus in the first half.
Yeah, and it's all going to be back on the care package that Demon One has, that showstopper.
Race
Let's see if he can deliver.
had a lot difference
A
in
sheriff
kill.
for Calm.
I think maybe you are talking about
Very
game
interesting. He
one.
has so much money in the bank. Definitely could have bought up
Wait
here,
a
at least a
second.
stinger or something.
Something, yeah.
Right? Stun and a tap of a door at C. That gives a lot of info to Leviathan on what the setup
my
might
God.
be.
Spike scooped up.
Yeah.
Attention towards A.
Yeah, King.
Oh, Nasr's got a lot to do here. He might be able to catch him. But the timing just not in his favor. So they're going to use the rocket. They're going to find the A is vacant. Oh, almost connecting. Our team feeling some of the pressure. Now utility invested in kind.
Yeah, very early on here. Maybe you'll see a quick speed up from MIBR. A fast flood.
This is big from LEV to have gotten this far. Again, if they want to convert the bonus, having not dropped a personnel here is massive. Shannon will fall.
Okay.
Demon One on the swing.
Okay, now Demon
and delivers. 3 for him so
Damn.
far in the bonus. Seemingly inevitable.
Talk about
Oh, that was
resurgence.
some kind of a hit, bro.
Look at that aim. That's the Demon One we all know. I mean, he was getting picked apart in his last series against G2.
Flawless.
Not letting history repeat itself.
Flawless.
Right now,
say something.
Leviathan,
Flawless.
it feels like they're running away with this one.
Say it.
And this is the struggle of running a breach on the defensive side. As soon as that fault line comes out, it can be kind of obvious of what the setup is. And running into a post plant against that Viper pit, against that Viper smoke right there at stairs, it could be so hard. That's the advantages of running this double controller composition
This
that we've
has been
seen.
1172
pretty common here
days
on
since
Lotus,
King
especially
joined
last year.
Leviathan
You can really
in
work the
November
map to your
18th,
favor.
2021.
Don't really have to speed up
Damn.
into anything.
I'll find you.
Use that recyclable utility. C space gathered here. A bit of a scrappy buy here from MIBR, so Leviathan choosing to play at a distance. Tap of the orb to bait out any potential trap plays here from MIBR.
Second time, third time's a charm.
Yeah. Interesting to put it on the Omen.
Yeah, I think they showed a lot of cool ideas with the Omen TP on Haven as well. So
Oh
you
my
imagine they've
God.
got something up their sleeve here.
A big key to success for Leviathan is King's individual performance. He puts up big numbers on that IGL roll.
If they try to brute force their way towards C, this could spell danger.
The
A
trap
suck
play.
nade, the trip. There's still another one further up, and now refresh smoke. The only place they've gained some space here is Calm, towards A. He's got to be quiet. He's got to be careful. Shenum's not far off. His kill is big. It's huge.
Just barely caught looking the other way. Now Shenum, he still has that paranoia online. The jump spot will give all of MIBR the info.
Yeah, I mean, time is of the essence. They don't really have a bunch of opportunities here.
But they're running into the judge. It's a stack play.
Now Tank on the other side. Our team with so much to do and again overwhelmed. Corners closing in.
10 seconds left.
Managing to get the spike down. This was a lighter buy for MIBR, but there was enough investment to have a shot at this. But that window's just seemingly getting smaller and smaller. Left
There's
gets
nothing.
That's
There
full steam
is
ahead for the
nothing
attack.
that
And I'm
Asphalt
expecting a
can do
timeout
for
right now
Jim
from
like
Fraud
that,
because
but
even in the player cams,
no.
I saw Artsine when he falls right there
Without
have a lot of frustration on his face.
Flashes, no smoke.
So maybe the pressure
No team support, no initiate something.
weighing
maybe.
in the minds of MIBR a little bit right
Nothing.
now. This is their opportunity to have a little bit of a reset. There's the timeout. Fraud, I mean, you think of all the experience he's had, not only in his own career, but in coaching in this game specifically. If there's anyone that can do it, it could be him to get his team back into the game, get them right into the mindset. Right now, the IGLing of King, he's been putting on a clinic against MIBR on this attack half of Lotus.
You
What do we
mentioned a
have the
couple
next
rounds
map?
ago,
What do
it
we
feels
have
like
at
that's
next
the key
map?
to the success for this squad.
Hero.
You know, when this roster was built, you wouldn't think that he'd be the one top fragging
Lotus,
consistently,
Livia,
but
picked up. Okay.
he's contributing in every facet of the game,
Hero.
right? He's fragging, he's calling. King's been so integral to their success.
Yeah, whether even last year, whether it was King and Osbos or King and Mizzino, he's always been a top performer for this squad.
Yeah.
He's always had the ability to lead and execute under pressure.
8 rounds in a row going back to the first half.
What a
MIBR they've just been spinning wheels.
Yeah, what a streak. And again, like I said, our team, he showed a lot of frustration after that last round, getting timing to tank, running out of that front B smoke so perfectly.
Eyes rise to turn tides on the other side of this timeout for MIBR. They've got to find something, anything, to hang their hat on.
The problem is, Leviathan have done such a good job of this constant push and pull of identifying where the trap plays are, baiting them out, and then picking the right sides to end on. I mean, again, this should be a free B site. Nazwar, he has to give.
Immediately pushed off the angle, yeah.
Demon 1, the head-to-head here against Osbos.
Remember, he's been heating up, he's been getting warm. Meanwhile, it's been all quiet from MIBR for a while.
Showstopper online now for Osbos.
He's got to be the catalyst. Again, a dump of utilities, the spike ticks away.
The problem is he has no satchels to really pop out of this choke.
Art's in a really good position,
so
though.
crazy.
He's gotten behind them. Between that and Osbos crunching it on the other side, a kill traded back and forth. But again, this has been the trap.
Last player.
That's what slipped the net. And now Tex is left in a 1v2. No utility to play around. He's going to have to win.
Oh!
Oh
Oh my god, he was so crazy to do these things, bro. Oh my god.
Fire, the stable aim will prevail. Tex, he barely moved his crosshair right there. But he was cold with it.
Hell fuck no. This guy
He's been
looks
creeping
like
up
this,
on that
bro.
scoreboard as
Hell
well. He
fuck
wants
no.
the top spot.
Hell fuck no, bro.
Cold out from Tex, man.
His mechanics just feels like they've getting better and better and calm. He's hyping up his teammates here too.
Oh my
Popping
god.
out of his seat. They can feel it. They know this map is theirs. There was a bit of a fight in the first half from MIBR, but LEV, they've really taken this one right out of their hands. And now an outlaw in the hands of Demon 1.
Starting to see a lot of the cracks that have been problem points, pain points, if you will, for MIBR and Lotus. And then when you have the heroics and, you know, the swing rounds going against you as well, it's hard to overcome.
Especially with a team that has limited experience.
Hey, any problem?
So early on for this MIBR squad. Shenum, he's one of those rookies. He's been having a rough one.
Oh, the spit right at his feet, too.
And you'll take that trade, a spit for a paranoia, any day.
A lot of presence towards C. They might try to split this again, given where Com's positioned.
30 seconds.
It's going to be a late lurk from him.
That's only tagging onto 1. A lot can be done there for our team.
Tex again with a Molly lineup kill and then the follow-up.
The spike is on the hand right now. They've got to be careful. This can capsize on them. Investing the ult is Tex, and now space gained. The question is, if you're Leviathan, do you flood? That nade doesn't break it. No, just barely, so it's going to buy some time. They try to fight in front of it, and
oh my
gets
god,
his free.
what?
But he might. Oh, he clears the lockdown.
What?
And now the defuse is going to come through. I mean, what a mess that would have been.
That was so close. Can you imagine if he
What
just
just
staring
happened?
right at the spike, but he
Like,
can't
I'm not going against with the Asphalt, bro. Like,
But of course he clutched
what
it.
happened? Like,
Nice
I just
edge
want to
here.
see.
He always does, Doug.
Player standing. One enemy.
Oh, okay,
What a
this spread
statement
lineup.
made. One of the
Okay,
best
team is
duelists
looking
to ever do
crazy.
it.
Let's go.
The 1v2,
Still can't come back.
not allowing Leviathan to get to match point quite yet.
And finally, something to cauterize the bleeding. 9 rounds in a row. The streak has been broken,
That's disgusting.
but there's still much to be done.
If there was ever a way to start a comeback, it's off of Osbos, the team that was formed around him. The rest of the pieces need to step up big now.
Got to capitalize on this momentum swing somehow. Demon 1 getting a little bit closer to
Showstopper is so close.
Is this the pop? Is this the go button? Yes, it is. Satchel's out, stunned, but not finding anyone home. Nazar has a big ult here on the retake attempt. Got to keep a close eye on that, and then the money is dreadful for the defense. You have to win here. They're knocking on the door. The paranoia is out. The Nightfall 2. The tendrils connecting, excuse me, as Artine falls. Off of the eye, calm, deafened, dancing around, buying time. As MIBR are trying to get into the site. Leviathan buying for any space that they can get. Nazar's left alone, a 1v3, and he cannot convert.
That Fade ultimate just getting no value because of the positioning of Calm, playing in his Viper smoke once again. He's been really able to do some damage, playing around his smokes, around his utility. And Demon 1 now winning the head-to-head against Osbos like that as well. It just really does feel like it could be the final blow on this map of Lotus for MIBR. It's a scrappy buy. Light armor across the board. Osbos. He's the only one with the heavy hitting weaponry right now.
And he's in a position to make a play. He's got help over his shoulder. He's not alone, but Shinno's the first to fall.
Bro?
That paranoia.
Holy
that hits
shit.
everybody.
Is there acceleration on the other side of it, though? Yeah,
Oh.
it is, and it comes courtesy of Demon 1.
Oh! Okay, this...
That should do it. They've even invested the aggressive pit. Cortezia has been spectacular for MIBR these last 2 days, even having bright moments on this map, but this might be a little bit more than he can deliver. A flawless round as Leviathan roar back and take Lotus.
What an impressive attack half for Leviathan. Really masterful, outplaying the defensive trap plays, the positioning. And Demon 1, look at him sit at the top of that scoreboard, 18 and 12 on that raise, continuing his streak. Something that he struggled with a lot last year on NRG. A lot of people were bagging on him about how he played on that raise.
Well, and there's so much more in play than just the agent that you're playing, right?
Yes.
If you're a duelist, there's got to be pieces around
Okay,
you.
that was
But
crazy.
I do think it's worth mentioning too for Demon 1 is
That was a crazy
he was
part.
3 and 9 at half.
Yes.
I mean, that's the duality of man I think we've ever seen it.
Damn, crazy clutches. Crazy clutches. What in the world this ad is running in my fucking thing, bro? What in the world this ad is running in my fucking thing?
Ah, não, olha a cara do Bazooka. Bazooka, sorri, mano. Sorriso, alô. Para, tira essa cara aí, velho.
Não, vai dar bom, é o que eu falei, mano. Essa Lotus a gente
A
sabe.
Brazilian casters. Damn, crazy. Brazilian casters. Holy shit. Ronaldo, what is he doing? What did they mean IRL? Okay, Shanksville, that's online. In RG, Shanks, okay. What? Shanks joined in RG? Is that real?
$14 ADR.
And a tank. Valorant gods, please ban him from Raise, please.
Wait, is Demon 1 the GOAT? Wait, he might be back. 500 ACS on T side. What the fuck? Chat, were you guys hating or no? Because I was hard hating.
Aspas plus
Like,
one,
stupid
what the
hating. Like,
fuck?
Jimmy was hating too. Jimmy was like, I think Jimmy's
Hating on who? I was not hating. What?
Being shared that
You were hating, bro. You said he's fit.
Oh my god, a plus one here? crazy, bro. Guys played so fucking bad. Damn, 6 kills, bro? Seriously? 7 kills? 8 kills? Okay, so these guys actually having to perform each other. It's like getting battle. Like, where is this? If you get 6, no problem. If I get 1 more kill, I'm upper than you. Like this. The ranked players. No disrespect. No disrespect. This is just a joke. No disrespect. This is just a joke. That's it. Okay, so yeah, probably, bro. I'll be happy. Whoever win here, I'll happy. Whoever lost here, I'll be sad. That's it. Nothing more. This 2 team is my fucking favorite team. There is no doubt. I do love Aspas. I do love damn man. I do love Com. I do love Tex. I do love King. I do love a new player replaced with us, someone else. Like, who is the replace? Who is the replace? Aspas, right? Yeah, Aspas was the replace. So yeah, probably. I don't know a lot of players from MIBR. I just know Aspas, that's it. Aspas and NZR. I just know these 2 players. That's it. And this one is just like, I don't know. Just very calm. Okay. Not bad. Volume, the percentage is so crazy. Tex, Sentinel. He performed so well. Damn. Okay, we are going for map 3. Map 2 is just like gonna be decide. Damn, like, it's been so crazy, bro. Like, how the hell do I want to explain you guys? Energy lost, energy disqualified. What? Energy really, I did feel that energy needs to play, but they just disqualify from. Okay, not bad at all. Nine Feb. A 9 Feb. Probably, what is the date today? I think probably I'll be not in 9 Feb here, bro. Like, I'll be leaving India as soon as possible. Yes, I'll be not here in 9 Feb. Well, I swear I wanted to be in 9 Feb. After 9, I'll leave. After 9 Feb, bro, I'll be leave, man. But this thing is going like this, bro. Like, it was. Holy shit. I don't know, bro. I genuinely don't know what's going on. We are not focusing these lineups. Already having selected. Right now we are focusing on this. So, yes sir.
Yo. If I was on that team, just, playing in Europe, I'm not playing for the team, brother.
Bro, they said Pujon's an IGL, an in-game liability.
Considering that they were solid in these early fights consistently.
right? King had a phenomenal game without a doubt. But let's go ahead and jump over to the other side of the field and see what's going on with Coach Fraud as we get ready for map 2.
Here with Fraud of MIBR, obviously that last map, especially the second half, did not go your way. Just what happened in that second half that caused Leviathan just to run away?
Way fucked up.
Some of the plans that we had in place, we just weren't executing on it. I think maybe we're going a little bit too aggressive, too fast. We know that they like to play a little bit slower. So we just got to remember back some of the concepts to beat teams that play that kind of defaulty style. So that was basically my focus talking to the guys after the map, is just to remember some of the ways that our play style works against the way that they play.
Right, on to your pick map 2. Lotus, best of luck.
She's so fat.
That's right, Elizabeth. It's actually Pearl. we got you covered there. We're a team. But yeah, there was something that Coach Fraud said there about, like they were going aggressive. They were playing in their face. And I actually think it was because of Demon One's output in that first half. You see a guy busting out a solid 1 and 8. You're like, yo, send it. Like, why not, right? Why not? And what ended up happening is Demon One, I mean, he was like, actually, I think I'll shoot you in the head now.
Yeah, no,
it was amazing.
Straight up. I mean, for context, the guy started off with 3 kills in the entire first half, and in the pistol round, second half, he gets 4. Ends that half with 15 to his name, and I truthfully believe, like, that is the potential that we know Demon One has, that we know he can have. And for me, when I look at this Leviathan team, well, they stayed competitive in that first half when he was underperforming. It went 6-6. This team can be good even if he's not at the top of his game. But if they're going to make that run, if they're going to be able to go to Bangkok to challenge here in Americas, we need not Demon 1 first half, we need Demon second half to be showing up consistently.
So a Demon 1 to a Demon 2, now a Demon second half?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. We'll see whether or not we get a Demon second half going into map 2 after this quick break. You don't want to miss it. We're going to Pearl, and we'll see you on the other side.
Okay. I genuinely don't know why this ad's coming on my fucking... Holy fuck. $12.
Over Cloud9 was individual heroics. The problem is, can you really fall back on that on a Leviathan that has been playing so well together? And Doug, what? Hold on. Look at the screen right now. The tank on Phoenix, Tex on Vice, and Demon 1 on Jet. I mean, listen, with the way that Demon 1 played that Yoru against his former teammate of Jogamo, it's no surprise to me that they were going to shake things up, but I did not expect to see the Phoenix out in a tank.
Oh, I think there are a few things here worth mentioning. They've gone to Demon 1 back on the Jet. They're busting out the Phoenix, but they're also moving away from the Tejo.
Yes.
Which I feel like Pearl is a map.
It seemed like a good Tejo map,
Yeah,
right?
it feels like it would be a really good Tejo map, but they have fully thrown everything out the window, and they've started, or at least decided to, reinvent their proverbial wheel. We will see how this comp plays out as they start off on the attacking side. Again, a map that was picked by MIBR.
Yes, and I do want to say that Natank does have a past of playing this Phoenix and EMEA and etc. And it's like his 7th most played champ of all time. So he does have the arsenal behind him. He has the confidence to pull off something like this. And on this map, when you can farm the orbs, especially on this attacking side, he can really put a dent in the defense of MIBR.
We're going up.
So many flashes to deal with. He's already going to start off hot here. Our team's tucked behind this. The contact play.
He wasn't expecting him there.
What a flick. Look at.
That's a great start. I mean, that's exactly what you need. Still numbers even. King will fall. Shenum having to take a step back. A second consideration on where to plant the spike, now confirmed. Yeah. And he's scaling up.
We've seen Tex be
Careful
so good
here.
in these moments.
Oh.
Aborts the mission.
Oh.
Had a shot at it. Com just got to start back up. The second attempt is good when it's fruitful. As Cortezia falls.
And of course, Com is sitting here with the shock dart. It could be a combo flash. The 1-2, there it is. Here comes the spams.
Oh, it's gonna connect on.
Oh!
They never saw him. Shenum left alone in a 1v2. Paranoid trying to find something to fill the void.
Oh my god, what a nice round. The
Disgusting
Phoenix
teamwork
flashes.
from the NA duo here.
Oh
on
my
Leviathan.
god.
Pairing up that Vice Flash and the Dart around the same time. There's too much to deal with here in the tank. He was getting flicky with it. I mean, he even flashed Shenum there. Of course, he gets taken out full blind, as most of us do in our ranked games, but...
Me and you, gang. Me and you, bro.
There it is. Pistol round going the way of
There it
Leviathan.
is. What the fuck?
And now that Phoenix ultimate sitting only 3 orbs away. You're surely going to have that on the bonus round. Oh,
yeah, our team
Oh,
is
he
now
was
shown
so
up. He's got
close to get that Earl.
But that first fight in A main.
This
not
is
going
why
away.
I don't play Phoenix.
yeah. Right now, the tank, he's
concealing the weapon. Well,
yeah, doesn't matter.
Nope.
The tank is hot right now. He is very, very hot. He's looking good.
He's already got his ult online.
Ult online. He has a Phantom as well. He's going to be able to buy full armor if he wants in the following round. And he can really choose where he wants to run it down 2 times in the next round. MIBR, this is going to be an uphill battle. It already feels like
Only the headshot. Damn.
Still early days, though. I mean, a pistol's
Yeah.
a 50-50, and then you don't really convert anything the other way. I do think you're right, though. The Phoenix ult is going to cause problems in the bonus, but...
And he's been getting immense value with the flashes as well. A lot of players getting blind. What a shot from Demon 1 right there. I mean, you can see the confidence flowing right now on almost every single member on this squad. And Artsy, and he's sitting on a judge. I mean, it was heroics from him to basically secure the map win for MIBR against Cloud9. You recall that Bucky 4K he had on this A site. This time he will have a judge. A little bit easier to do, but even if you take out in the tank here, that'll be info gathered. That Phoenix ultimate.
Waiting for the Q. Com grabbing the orb. Has a Bucky. Again. Starting to hear some of the utility, namely the drone, is going to bait out the knife. And so now with 1 minute and 13 seconds left, you take a look at the other side of the map. You've got presence up B long. Spike still at A, though.
Yeah, I think the tank is here just to full send it with maybe a dart lineup from Com all the way in the back here. Draw rotations, get a lot of info, but Demon 1 getting picked off early there. It kind of changes the game plan now.
Why?
Because this could have been poised for a B split.
Sure.
After you use this Phoenix ult to draw rotations, now you're forced to go into an A split off the rip here. But there's already a heavy lean. That one pick from Ospas on a Demon 1, it changes the entire shape of the round, but is it enough?
Nowtek popping the ult, the suck at his feet, he has to take a step back. That's a deadly duo there. Cortezia not able to connect.
A little bit of hope now.
Flames at his feet, Artine waiting for the right moment to strike, swings out, Judge connects, kill found.
Last player standing.
This does not seem like the bonus is going to go the way of LEV here.
No, and
10
it's
seconds left.
honestly such a shame. It was a really well drawn out round from King and Co. But Demon 1 falling early there, it just makes it obvious of what the game plan is going to be. No more B pressure. The A split is inevitable. And MIBR, they hold it down, avoiding what could have been disaster. I mean, that was a quick shot.
One enemy remaining.
But a little too eager, a little too early was Demon 1. The A split is inevitable. Phoenix ult not getting value. That was a crazy stat we just witnessed. Leviathan won 100% of the rounds. They were up 5v4.
Com one away from his ult here. You imagine they're going to try to get him that orb. and then reset. Once again, King, this time without Demon 1, exploring towards B. And Aspas has taken such an aggressive line.
But he's not peeking all the way out. He's waiting for an off angle, waiting for a walk up. There wasn't a pickup smoke B put down there yet.
Meanwhile, while all of that was happening, Calm did grab the orb.
Yeah. Right now, just fully working the map. They're going to re-clear Aspas off of this angle with the drone.
He's alone. There's nobody helping him over his shoulder. Procs a dash, tries to get away, and they don't continue the pursuit.
But this is really good. You push Aspas off of that deep B line. You deny that information to MIBR. So now if you do decide to go towards an A split, there shouldn't be a full stack, but proactivity from the side of MIBR on a Demon 1.
Yeah, they know. The knife tagged him. They've got to know exactly where he is. He's been forced into the corner, taking one down with him. Clean out from Tex.
That was so quick.
The spike now making its way over to A. And again, it's a foot race from the defense. They're trying to gather together, and it seems like they have a pretty good setup here. There's a lot for Shinham to do there.
And he does it.
One kill found in the face of the shock. Cannot stand. And so numbers the way of the attack, but time is really short here.
10 seconds.
You cannot fumble this. 10 seconds left. They've got to commit to getting the spike down. They succeed. Comes on site. Yeah, he has the ult, but he's got no way to use it safely.
He's got to get out of here, man. Whatever he can do.
He can. It's all going to fall into that tank now. With the flash in hand, off the swing, finds one. Has to take a step back. They're going to fully face him. Trying to push him off the angle.
Oh, believe if you get one taps again and again.
It was looking
that
a little bit
so
gloomy,
close.
but now back-to-back rounds for MIBR, winning towards that A site. And it was all off the back of Shinham here, getting the trade on a Demon 1. And Tex getting active. Stepping up when his team needs him the most. He was very quiet in that last map of Lotus. And he's a player that's been playing very well in a lot of these high-pressure moments when he's left alone. Now full force in A main for Leviathan. It's going to be a drawn-up round. Sova ultimate. A full A execute is in the works right now. Shock dart.
Shock to push him off the early angle, and now the ult invested. Out from Calm. Artine falls. But they don't fully send.
Yeah. That dagger delayed. Any type of dash through.
And again, look at how far up Aspas is right now. He's all the way down B long.
Just makes you believe that this was some prep work being done from the side of Fraud. Maybe seeing B long as a big weakness.
Dude, what is this angle? Diligence out from Calm. Nicely done.
Yeah, gets him off of the B line, but Aspas, he's still staying here. He's still disrespecting it. That allows MIBR to lean 3 towards this A site once more. And remember, the last 2 times Leviathan have ended A, it hasn't gone in their favor. So now this time, opting to go street. A good call, yeah. They don't want to mess around here at this A site, but Aspas.
Well, the turret's deactivated.
Yeah, it is.
He's just out of the range of it.
Oh, they see it.
And so if they find this, they can slip past this.
Yeah, but Aspas has his eye trained on this street entry.
With an outlaw, how do you get more than 2? I think that's much easier said than done.
Well, a lot of players are on no armor here, so he does get the first.
One. But again, feeling some of the pressure, finding enough of a timing window to reload. Off the swing,
flash.
13 seconds left. They've got to commit to getting a spike down. Instead, they decide to take the fight to his doorstep, and they win. And now with space gained, they invest on the spike.
Spike planted.
It's going to be tricky to attempt to keep that as a retake. Calm again in a really nice angle. He has found a timing. The turret has not confirmed his presence. Does Cortesia know? Seems to. Shots connecting, Calm down. Traded back though. Tex has nothing more than a sheriff. He's really damn good with this weapon though. Can he connect here? No. Noswer gets 3 as MIBR take the lead.
I think I need to get headache in my head, bro.